Yeah, looks like they back for a fifth season, man.
Who that?
Sports Roundtable.
Who?
SRT Crew.
Whoa.
SRT. They got that realness flowing in their DNA. Damn you lame if you ain't tuned to SRT today. HO got that payload when he say so. What you betting on? Don't get mad at me on fantasy. Break up Kyrie LeBron. I be smooth as sports superhero Hancock in the mix. Deal with roll top forever. Real talk, you know who he gon' pick. See where I be with SRT. Beyond the glass, that G Money. They with a strong. I never lose. 6 man a lead. That's Jay Smooth.
All you other sports radio shows is fake news. Believe it. Turn up your radios, cause it's time for SRT Radio. Yeah.
What up? What up? What up? It's Sports with me tonight, once again, as we're entering into episode 459, 459th episode. Coach, do you have any numbers that can replicate 459? Your numbers, guy.
Yeah, I got a 459. That was my SAT score.
Oh boy, that's not good, Coach.
I know.
I'm pretty
my
sure
SAT
you had
score
a one
that
in front
low.
of that 4. I'm pretty sure you had a 1 in front of that 4.
I couldn't make it.
Hold
on, I gotta step out for a minute.
All right, no problem. And of course, I got my main man up at the top. Well, he's next to me right now. The most famous last name in the cotton picking world, Mr. Asa Brown, is in the building. What up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, HO? How's everything, man?
Man, all is well. All is well. We made it through the fake weather, as I call it.
Listen, I think because the weather was fake and nothing came through, this is, to me, it's been the longest 5 days. You know, because it was like, all right, to your point, the weather's supposed to be bad, and so I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down and not do nothing.
Yeah.
And when nothing happened, you're like, man, I feel like I might have wasted a couple of days. But you know what? I needed the rest. So
I feel you. Coach, how did you make it through the fake weather this past weekend?
Well, I had some ice cubes under my car. Somebody spilled a drink, so that was pretty much, I couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah. I see all of my ATLians, they taking up for Mr. Glenn Burns this weekend, saying you got to stay off of Glenn Burns. He only can do what he can do. So, hey,
well,
it is what it is. Everybody's been concerned about is the garbage people gonna pick up this week, and I have no latest update. So, I guess you got to contact your county. I think my garbage pick up tomorrow. I think they 1 day behind. They said. So if you are looking for your garbage to be taken out, I think they 1 day behind, just like it was a holiday. But it was a snow day or ice day, whichever one you want to claim it as.
Cold day.
Cold day.
Now, hey, listen, my heat kept on turning on. When I looked down and seen that teenage love temperature, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, it was cold, boy. 16, 14 degrees.
Yeah.
That ain't no joke. Yeah. But listen, man, besides all that, we got a great show. We got some things coming to you. We got some coaches carousel to talk about, and we got my main man, Smitty, coming on tonight at 7:45 to talk about the new head coach of our beloved Atlanta Falcons. And a press conference was on Tuesday, and the cold weather welcomed him in very, very well. I'm pretty sure, as he went to the press conference. I did take a peek at it while I was at work, and to me, it was just blah. I'll be very interested to see what Smitty got out of the press conference. Did any one of you guys see the press conference? Saw any highlights of it?
I seen some highlights of it. I mean, it's the same talk that any coach gonna give. I didn't see nothing in there that at the end of the day, what else is he supposed to say?
That's what I'm saying. You're hearing people saying stuff like he has to win his press conference. Well, how do you actually win a press conference?
You don't. Oh, I mean, you could. So I was wrong about Campbell, right, in Detroit. He was in there talking about biting off kneecaps and all that kind of stuff, and we were like, "What in the world is he talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
But he's proven his worth of a hire, getting Detroit to places they haven't been consistently. You know, they've had some one-off seasons here and there, but to be consistently the last 3 or 4 years, he's gotten them to places where no other coaches has. So he's shown his worth. I kind of had the same side eye look at Sirianni when he got hired. Like, who is this guy? And he's proven his worth, right? He's been to 2 Super Bowls and won one. So, you know, to your point, how do you win? How do you win a you win a introduction conference of this nature when you're going to say the same cliche stuff that normally any other coach would say? And
yeah,
I guess the one thing I can say is he seemed to have been, from what I peeped in as you did, he seemed to be himself. He wasn't trying to come in with a fake accent like old boy did at LSU,
right.
You know, or try to, do something that he knows is not him. So I can give him credit there.
All right, well, I'm going to go to Coach on this one. Coach, since you are a coach and since you have been a coach, how do you win a press conference? What does that actually mean?
Basically saying the right things that people want to hear, not making any promises, just saying I'm gonna work hard and I need your help.
Okay.
And great statements, making the fan feel like you sincerity.
Oh, okay.
And,
did you think Mr. Stefanski was sincere in press conference debut?
I think again,
the making of the mud pie.
Man, it look like I'm frozen up. I don't know what's going on with that.
No, you good. I don't know if it's coach or something's going on, but I hear you fine.
I'm talking about my picture. I'm moving, but you got me stuck.
Oh yeah.
What up, Dez? What's up, cuz? Dez say the only press conference we are Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The only press conferences one is the boxing and UFC. I agree with that for sure. But yeah, man, we got Smitty coming on talking about the press conference and how he feels about the hire of the Atlanta Falcons. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I also got some so get your questions ready because it's gonna be hot and heavy, and we got to hold him accountable. As I told you guys last week, the question of the day, we're gonna dip into the Mount Rushmore of men's college basketball coaches. So make sure you get that get that down. Men's college basketball coaches, your Mount Rushmore men's college basketball coaches, and we'll get with that. No problem, Des. Just hang tight. Make sure if you have to, you can check out the replay. Of course, we go be here. So whatever the service is, we got you, bro. Breaking news: Jennifer Valdez said we may have some possible snow again this weekend.
Yeah, dog. What the heck?
Well, at least one going this time. It was Jennifer.
On another note, Jennifer Valdez, I used to like you. Then you decided to. No comment.
Yeah, supposed to be in the teens starting Friday. She said a winter storm should be coming in starting on Friday. So, Coach, once again, if you're able to do the show on Saturday, then we can. But if not, oh boy.
You tell them got these. They shit ain't the ice storm with the people from ICE trying to shut down something.
That could be the case.
Yeah, they seem to be very coming out all over the place. Cuckoo birds.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Go ahead.
Hold your head up. Oh, your head up, Ace. Okay. Hey, Joe, your picture stuck. Look like because you looking.
I know it. It's been like that for a pretty good while, and I'm not sure what's going on. I hate to hit the refresh button because it'll kill everything. So
maybe it's trying to show up your profile.
Yeah, maybe so, but it's a little tricky. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into, you already know what it is, some hot news.
This is why I'm hot.
Blazing, hot, scorching, on fire, red hot. This is why I'm hot. It's the Sports Roundtable Hot News.
Yes, sir. The hot news sponsored by Big Easy Grill, 1193 Collier Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Big Easy Grill, the number one spot for some Louisiana seafood in town. If you're looking for some New Orleans seafood, Big Easy Grill is the place to be. It's called Atlanta's Best Kept Secret. Go on over to the Big Easy Grill, get you some of their shrimp, crab claws, red beans and rice, and much more. Make sure you mention Sports Roundtable or SRT. Get you 10% off any meals, $25 or more. How about that? Bam. And here we are. Big Easy Grill is all the way live, and hot news. Miami Duke agrees to a settlement.
Oh, no.
And Aaron Mensah commits to Miami after Miami and Duke has settled a lawsuit with Mr. Mensah, and he's able to go to Miami to play quarterback for another $4 million plus, as he got $4 million from Duke. Now he's going to get another $4 million from Miami. All right, Ace, so real quick, your thoughts on what's going on in college football with this university suing players now?
I mean, it's a contract, right? Once you sign to a contract, then you gotta abide by it for the most part. And the only way you get out of contracts is what you see, and you go through mediation, and you go to court, and then you get a judgment, basically. To me, the bigger thing is that the NFL is going to need to up that rookie salary contract in order to have these guys decide to go and play in the NFL. Because why would I want to go play in the NFL and wind up at the Jets or the Raiders or any bottom tier team, and when I can make essentially the same amount of money, and play in college.
Good deal. Coach, your thoughts?
Too much money. Too much money. Should have put a cap on it when they had the chance. But they didn't. So now you're stuck with it.
Stuck with it. Wow, that's pretty bad. What I'm gonna do? Ace, I'm gonna let you expound a little more on that, and I'm gonna go out and come back in real quick and see if I can clear this up.
Okay.
This is why.
But yeah, Coach. I mean, again, like you said, great point about when they had the chance to put a cap on it. They didn't. I don't. Whether they put a cap on it or not, I just believe they weren't strict enough with the initial contracts, and so they're going to need to go back and also make it a little bit more difficult for guys to be able to just jump in the portal and leave. So there's a few things that NCAA is going to need to figure out, and you kind of can be like how you did not anticipate some of these things at the very beginning, but what do we know, right?
Call it what it is. It's your fault.
Well, they're never going to do that, Coach. They're never going to admit to the shortcomings that they've had, but
because they'll probably be all day trying to admit to that.
Well, listen, it's all, like I said, it all comes down to the money, but it's the same thing as far as these 4 teams, 12 teams, now 16 or whatever. You're always going to have this issue with the playoffs, but I feel like you need to go ahead and have 1 or 2 less games in the regular season. But nobody's going to want to do that because nobody wants to give up that upfront money.
But again, when they start when they start reaching where you paying a player $5 million to play football, see you Pandora's box has been open. Now you got a headache, and now the smaller teams are gonna say, "Well, we ain't got that money." That's how they getting the players.
I mean, that's how they've always been getting the players. That is just now out in the open. But
yeah,
I understand you coming from.
It's just a shame that nothing wrong with paying the players. That's why everybody keep trying to forget. Nobody else says anything wrong with paying them. They deserve pay, but good Lord, when the bidding going up, Joker, I give you $5 million to play with me. I give you $10 million to play with me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you will start seeing who your worth is, right?
Mm-hmm. And there's no way some of these guys are worth $2 and $3 million, and they barely got any playing time for the team that they so-called leaving. I'm sorry. I don't buy that. It's just ridiculous how that's being allowed to go on. Teams, and I'm looking at how what's his name? Ryan Day finna get it. I know he finna jump all into the portal with his rich daddy.
Well, it seemed like Ohio State made a pretty good move by hiring. I forget they hired a NFL offensive coordinator. So that's awesome.
Smith.
Arthur Smith. So I mean those kind of moves just makes the program because he already has a defensive coordinator from New England. So I mean, at this point, Ohio State's looking like they're the 32nd team for the NFL with all the NFL coaches. So
H.O. look like he getting ready to mix and scratch.
he went to the phone.
They had to go to the phone. That's crazy. But I'm here.
All right.
I need to remove this one. All right, let's see what else we got to talk about. NFL coaches find a new home. Can you believe it? Cleveland Browns has a new coach.
Yep,
Unbelievable.
I can. Just the time. I want to be a coach, so I'm gonna jump on the first thing smoking.
All right, the only team left is the Raiders
Cardinals.
and the Cardinals. Yes. Now, are we surprised of who got jobs and who didn't get jobs?
Your buddy said it best, Stephen A. Smith. All these coaching jobs getting filled, not one filled by a black coach.
That's what we're going with.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I don't pay him no mind. Coach, how you liking Todd Monken in your division?
Not even worried. Look at they win 3 games.
Hey, so what about you? Any surprises?
I am surprised. Well, I guess Baltimore would be my most surprised. We knew about Atlanta for a while now. Buffalo, I'm not surprised them hiring Joe Brady, with, keeping him married to Josh Allen. But I guess my biggest surprise is Jesse Minter. But even when I think more about him, if he's a defensive-minded coach and a younger defensive-minded coach, I'm really not surprised with that either. So, no, let's see what happens with the Raiders and what happens with Arizona. But so, actually, I lied as I talk it out. I am surprised, Coach. I'm surprised with your team. I'm surprised with your team getting McCarthy.
Well, I use that as a bridge move. That's all I can call it. That's a bridge move. I didn't think they would do bridge moves, but they are.
Correct. That's the reason why when I thought of to keep talking it out, I'm surprised with Pittsburgh, because normally they'll hire a young guy. I mean, they'll last. Granted, your history, your whole organization, you've only had 3 head coaches, right? So, to hire McCarthy means that in the next 3 years or 4 years, 3 to 5 years, but probably in 3 years, you're going to be looking for another head coach, which is something that Pittsburgh's never been in that mold of doing. Got some of that feedback, H.O.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get rid of it. All right, give me your true feeling on the Falcons hire.
Yeah.
You can go, Coach.
Well, they're gonna need to pray for rain inside the dome. Because I don't see you guys Stefanski, who already not as good a coach as people think, and then you hire he let him hire his buddy, who got his defenses and offenses don't rank that high either. So that's a recipe for disaster. So, but like I said, if he opened the season winning, hey, he can get everybody to calm down and relax. So it's a wait and see thing.
I agree with that. Hey, so what about you?
I'm with Coach, man. It's a wait and see. The fancy coming in here doesn't move the needle too much. We kind of, I won't say beat a dead horse, but he was it doesn't move the needle, and we understand that there's a quarterback issue in Atlanta, and he hasn't been the greatest guy when handling quarterbacks in Cleveland. So
Now, what is the misconception as far as him being the quarter whisperer?
he hasn't been. He can't be the quarterback whisperer and then don't have a quarterback. Like like how does that work? You know what I mean, Coach? How does that work? How is he the quarterback whisperer and he doesn't have Deshaun Watson? How is he the quarterback whisperer and he let Baker Mayfield walk? How is he the quarterback whisperer? You know what I mean? Like you start and he fumbled the bag with this year's 3 quarterbacks that he had. I just how is he the quarterback whisperer and he decided to let Flacco walk? I just don't understand him being a quarterback whisperer, but then he does not have a quarterback.
Nope.
That's
it.
Well, look like we got somebody that is agreeing.
Because if he was the quarterback whisperer, he'd still be in Cleveland.
I'm just tired of the same old.
Okay, cuz they tired of the same old.
This man sucks,
Get cuz some ice cream or something. You over there? I feel a pain in his voice.
I love you. They love you. They didn't have opportunity.
Uh-oh. Big Zeke.
Yeah, he hyped though.
Man, I'm serious, man. You're not that all everything.
Who did you want?
Who I really want? Tommy.
No, you can't have him.
One time.
I don't know.
He was all on his face. The man, Tommy said that told me, I'm going to sit out. That's what I want.
I wouldn't have mind. Here's the combo I wouldn't have mind for Atlanta. Flores and McDaniels.
I would have gave him.
Yeah. You'd have to get 2 up.
I gave him.
Who did Big Z want?
Tomlin.
No, sir, Big Z. He doesn't need you running him down. And then
Coach said no, sir.
I'm leaving Big Z alone because Big Z gonna call me out again, and I'm gonna feel bad. Then
Yeah, look like he working on a Super Bowl ring.
Now I agree with him on that. There was a couple of coaches you could have waited for playoffs to end. McDermott. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kubiak's another one. Like, yeah, there's some things where I think, but I just, to Coach's point, he got to win out the box, straight out the box. He got to come in with 3-1, 4-0 records. He got, that's what he got to do. There's no time for no 2-2.
not at all.
And that's going to be kind of a hard mountain to climb when you have, an older quarterback like Cousins that's going to be starting. So.
What if he go 0-2 to start the season?
Ooh. They're going to be marching.
Man. Oh Lord. Man.
I said I hear the pain in Cousins' voice. I hear it. But hey, it is what it is. The ink is dry now.
That got hired this cycle got a 5-year deal.
That got me in the spirit. Hey Joe, these gonna be at the game.
Huh?
You know, have these at the game.
Yeah.
Ready for them.
Super Bowl is set. Seattle, New England. You got a repeat of the not running Marshawn Lynch on the goal line game. Do Seattle get their revenge back?
I think so. I think Seattle's the better team. If the Rams had made it, I would have thought the Rams were the better team.
You pick anybody from NFC to win.
NFC, yep.
All right, Coach, what's your thoughts on the Super Bowl and how they made it?
Who's gonna stop Njigba?
Njigba?
Yeah. Who's gonna stop JSN? Nobody. Then if if you're gonna double him, that Cooper Kupp. You want to double him? Here comes Shaheed. You want to double him? There go the tight end. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
New England's offense can't match up. So.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they do. Hey, Joe, I thought you had a highlight reel to show us something.
No. I'm trying to get rid of this echo.
I think you did all right. I think the echo's gone, to be honest with you. I don't, unless you hear it on your end.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't hear the echo.
It's taking back in a while. Okay. Yeah, we got Smitty coming up in about 10 minutes. So we got a couple of more things to talk about. The Falcons are down to two candidates for the GM position. Assistant GM for the Bears and assistant GM for the Texans. With Matt Ryan doing everything, do they actually need a GM at this point?
You're gonna need a scapegoat if he starts.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a scapegoat in case things don't work out right. So yeah, they need one.
No, that's true. Then they said they were gonna stop doing the buddy system.
They haven't learned yet.
Because it sounds like to me that Tommy Reed and Kevin Stefanski are homeboys or buddies. Somebody that he believed in.
Yep.
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so let's go back to the championship, the AFC. Did Sean Payton blow it? Or was it just the quarterback situation?
Sean Payton blowed it.
I think it was a little bit of both.
I use this example on Monday, HO. Not sure if you heard it or not, but let me say it this way and see if you agree. If this was a baseball game and your pitcher is throwing a no-hitter, do you pull him out in the ninth inning and go to the bullpen?
No, you let him go.
Well, this equivalent was Denver's defense. Their defense has been throwing the whole season, been throwing basically a no-hitter all season. And in this game, if he kicks the field goal and they go up 10-0, at that time, New England, I don't think hadn't even had 12 total offensive yards. So a 10-0 at that time, and then also knowing how bad the weather was going to get in the second half, that's the game.
I agree.
Or at worst, it winds up 10-10 and you go into overtime.
Right.
4-for-1 go be the death for them.
And in this one, you know, if you go, like I said, context is everything, right? You go for it 4th and 1. It's like, you know what, my offense hasn't been moving the ball. You know, we've been struggling, so I may not get down here again. X, Y, Z. But at this point, you put up 10 points, and your defense, like I said, has been pitching a shutout. Take the 10 points. I mean, take the 3 points and make it a 10-0 lead.
Yeah.
And let your defense do what they've been doing all year. Win games for you.
Sound pretty simple, right?
It is pretty simple.
Hello.
But Sean Payton, Mr. Analytics. Yeah, boy.
He screwed the pooch on that.
Love those analytics when they cost you games. Goofball.
All right, let's get to the Rams and Seattle game. Did the teacher outplay call? I mean, did the student outplay call the teacher?
Did the what now?
Did
The
the student outplay call the teacher?
Well, if you're talking about that, on special team, yeah, with that dude act like the sun was in his eyes.
But how do you get a Sam Donald who were basically a bust in New York come over to Seattle after he had a comeback year in Minnesota, and he gets all the way to the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Hey, Joe, like I said, I picked the Rams. I thought, and should really be honest with you, I thought Stafford was going to outplay Sam Donald, and really, they went toe to toe. And to a degree, in some areas, you probably could say Sam outplayed Stafford, especially on third downs and on third down percentages. I think Stafford wound up being 0 for something or 1 for 1 for. His percentages on third downs was not great. Third and fourth downs. But like all the other two games, like the previous two games, I mean, it was a tit for tat. It just depended on who was going to blink first and make the mistake. And in the last game, the Rams made a mistake on special teams by allowing Seattle to have a punt return. And in this game, the Rams made a mistake by muffing a punt. That's pretty much the game.
Cuz making a good point here.
If it told me, pardon me.
Hey Joe, I think the real question that's not being asked by anybody in the media, or they not asking it right now because it is a Super Bowl. How does Minnesota feel right now about their decision on picking on the decision that they made on letting Sam walk out the door and going with
That's a good
young
point.
man from Michigan? And when you want to look at your skill set players, Minnesota got one of the best wide receivers in the league for the last, not just 1 year, for the last however long Jefferson's been in the league.
Yeah, that's Minnesota is probably kicking themselves.
I guess what I'm saying is that decision to me is a fireable offense.
I can see that being the case. All right, in about 7:45, it looked like Smith should be coming on in a minute. And with that being said, that's going to end our hot news. Brought to you by Big Easy Grill. Let me get my my banners up here. Get ready for Mr. Smith here. We got a lot to talk about, Mr. Smith. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We got a lot to talk about. Let me text him, tell him don't run from the smoke. There you go. Right on in there. There he is, my main man. Yes, sir. My God, everybody, I want y'all to put their hands together for my guy. The ATL's great, but the Smitty Smith is in the building.
What's up, fellas?
What's
Man,
up,
what's going on, sir?
Antoine Apollo Creed Smith? I tell you, boy, it must be nice, HO, for a man of that stature to be able to have the cachet to do the show inside the Mercedes-Benz. There's got to be a lot of pull right there to be able to be in the have the Mercedes-Benz let you do the show while they gone. I don't know how much further. How much
Hey,
better
Coach,
they
I'm
can
working on it. I'm working on it, Coach. I'm working on it. What's good, guys?
All right, big.
Everything, man. How are you?
Ain't that thing.
Everything good, man.
It's time to get to it. It's time to get to it. The Falcons made a decision. The Falcons made a decision. And I know last week you had to cover everything, and Todd McClure pulled out his big joker card. But listen, we good now. So I need to know. We need to know from your perspective your thoughts on the hire and your thoughts on the press conference. But before we get into that, how do you actually win a press conference? I've been hearing that phrase thrown around. How do you really win a press conference, especially if you're saying the same thing that the last 2-3 guys said? Well, I mean, he didn't do that, but I'm just asking.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think you can win a press conference, because we got to wait and see. At the end of the day, you got to put the team together. You got to put together a game plan, and you just got to come up with ways to win. So I mean, the only way you win a press conference is if you win football games, and if you don't win football games, you don't win nothing. I'm gonna just keep it funky with you. I mean, he said some good things. But let's be real, man. Till you win football games, you don't win over fans.
Agreed. Now, I'm gonna put this comment up, and fair is fair. You got to let people be and have people feel how they feel. But this is Big Z and how he feels about the hire.
What's up, Z?
I'm gonna let you respond to
that. I'm not gonna say it's stupid. I'm gonna just go back to what I told y'all a couple of weeks ago. This hire had more to do with what the Falcons need to fix the most, and that's the quarterback position. A guy with 20 years of experience and having coached some nice veteran quarterbacks and having learned a lot. I think it was more about Michael Penix than anybody. You invested that first round pick in that future quarterback. So even though he's gonna miss a lot of time with injury, I still think, if they get a bridge guy, which I'm still banking on Mac Jones, if they can pull off a deal. This hire had more to do with the quarterback position. And you got to think too, Matt Ryan, former quarterback, new president of football. This is his mindset more than anybody. So this had more to do with Penix in the quarterback position than anything.
All right, let's go to the press conference. Did he make you feel any different after the press conference than you did before the press conference?
Not really. Like with me, like I said earlier, I'm waiting to see. I'm gonna see what they put together as a team. Are they gonna bring back Kyle Pitts? Are they gonna, add more weapons at the wide receiver position? or they're going to, retool the offensive line. Because I think with the bringing back Jeff Ulbrich, I think the defense is pretty much set as far as a lot of the positions. All you got to do is plug, spots at the linebacker position with Caden Ellis being a free agent. I think they're going to look at the number 2 cornerback. So I think the defensive side of the football is set. Now, whatever they build on offense, I think this is them trying to finish off balancing the team out. And what I mean by that, we have everybody on the defensive side of the ball now. You go out, find the quarterback. You got us, as Asa would say, an all-world running back at the running back position. You got Drake London, a solid number 1. And now what do? Go out and find a solid number 2. See what you're going to do with Darnell Mooney. This draft is deep at wide receiver. So you probably going to find a playmaker. So, I mean, look, if you complete what you need to do on the offensive side of the ball, I feel like Kevin Stefanski is a 10-time upgrade. Tommy Reese is a 10-time upgrade from Zach Robinson. So, I mean, we almost there. But like I said, we can put pen to paper, but we got to put players on the field to see what happens as far as how it comes together as one.
So I got a question for you personally.
Okay.
If Matt Ryan said this is not hiring friends in his press conference, how do we get Tommy Reed, which we know he's friends with Kevin Stefanski?
I think it's part of a bigger plan. As I said earlier, sometimes it's about connections. If they somehow bring in Mac Jones, like I said, Tommy Reese was his offensive coordinator at Alabama. You look at Kevin Stefanski, like I said, where he's been coaching. But friends sometimes, messes up. We talked about Dan Quinn, Steve Sarkisian, even last year, Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson. The thing about some of these friendships and some of these situations, I think some coaches just need a fresh start. And you look at the difference between night and day between Cleveland and Atlanta. I think Tommy Reese would do a better job in Atlanta than he did in Cleveland because of the talent that they could bring in at the quarterback position, the all-world running back, better offensive line, better offensive weapons. Like I said, we just got to put it together. And sometimes, like I said, fresh start. Hey, you get a fresh start, fresh peace of mind. Yeah. Things may work out.
Now, I'm on the record in saying that I'm on the wait and see. And I'm only going to give them a certain amount of games. And then I'm going to go into my bankhead mode if you don't type. So, my question is this. If we are not doing the repeated same thing, Raheem Morris got fired because he hired inexperienced people to call plays. Michael Penix has played more games than Tommy Reese has actually called in the NFL. That does not give me hope.
But again, I will say this again. He has an advantage of having a guy that can call plays and help him come along. As far as Zach Robinson, they have nobody to help him come along because Raheem Morris was a defensive guy. When you have an offensive-minded head coach and an offensive coordinator that's slowly coming along and a quarterback coach who's coached in the NFL before, you surround that offensive coordinator with more talent, coaching-wise, and I think that will be the difference. Because let's be real, Tommy Reese has called more plays on the college level and the NFL level, even more than when Zach Robinson got here. Because remember, he was a pass game coordinator and got promoted. So it's a difference between being a tight ends coach and going to the offensive coordinator position than being a passing game coordinator. It's like you jumping to another level right off the top. When you coming over from Cleveland, you already have some experience. So I think he's pretty much, to me, just because he called offensive plays in college, and just because he had that little bit of experience last year, I think that's still more than what Zach Robinson had coming into this spot 2 years ago.
I can see that point. I can see that point. But I can also see this. Combine Stefanski and Tommy Rees for the last 2 years have not finished above 20th in offensive efficiency. That's
Again.
overall pass.
Again. I get that part. Again, when you have a lackluster offensive line, when you have turmoil at the quarterback position, and you lose your best running back, well, you didn't lose, you just cut him because Nick Chubb, he suffered that knee injury, so he really hadn't played for them in the last 2 years. When you lose all of your talent and Deshaun Watson, off the field problems, injured Achilles that he missed the last 2 years as well. So when you have deficiency on offense, that can lead to that kind of issue. But now that you come in, with the deck set, I think that puts you a little bit ahead of where you were last year as far as talent. So with that talent, I think that could help him take his game to the next level. Because let's be real, if we had a Kevin Stefanski or Tommy Rees calling plays last year over Zach Robinson, Falcons probably win those games. What they lost by 1 score. Because think about it, as poor as clock management was, even an inexperienced guy can figure that out. That was just bad coaching all around. So some of the simple things that we got wrong on offense last year, with both of these guys, I feel like we can find a way to get it right.
All right. Now, let's move to the GM. Ian Cunningham and what's the assistant GM from the Texans?
Lippert. Yeah, Lippert.
James Lippert. From what I understand, it's down to these two. Now, Lippert is supposed to be specializing in eyeing talent and making sure that the talent is in the draft and getting the talent that the team needs.
Scouting, right.
Ian Cunningham is more of a structural guy or organization structuring kind of guy that makes sure everybody's doing their job and things of that nature. Now, with that being said, which one of those guys and which one of those strengths fit what we need today?
I've been saying this for 3-4 years now, and I know you remember me saying this. I think the Falcons need to find a way to build structure in their organization to come up with a blueprint as to find an identity as a team. And as I've been saying the last couple of weeks, I feel like on the defensive side of the ball is the way they need to go, because you have 2 cornerstone pieces in Pierce and in Walker that you can build around, and that's the identity of your team. But on the other hand, you look at the other candidate with the scouting. He's worked for the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans and built 2 very nice teams in both of those organizations. And on top of that, he also brings structure, because with New England, they have a certain structure that they live by as far as finding talent, as far as developing talent, and as far as, finding what fits their system instead of going out of the big name guys. So when you can develop, scout talent that's necessarily not a big name, that's an advantage in itself. So whichever guy they choose, I feel like you're going to find structure at some point. And I also feel like you're going to find a way to develop talent, something that we haven't done well with certain positions in the draft. So if you ask me and I had a choice, I would go with the structure with Ian Cunningham because he was my guy from the jump.
Okay. All right. I can see that. Now, one of the main questions that I got asked today it's funny how how people know that you're coming on the show, and they wanted to know who's more important, who's more of a priority, signing Pitt back, knowing that he's already said that he would love to play with Kevin Stefanski, or signing Tyler Algier, knowing that Atlanta will be a run first offense, and you're going to need somebody to give Bijan a break. Which one would you prioritize?
That's a tough question, man. But I still got to say Kyle Pitts, man. When you look at the mismatch that he brings as a player, it's just unfair. And we talked about Tommy Rees earlier. He's a tight end coach, and now he's going to be the offensive coordinator. So he focuses on tight end. So does Kevin Stefanski from his time in Minnesota with guys like Kyle Rudolph, guys like Klein Sarster from back in the day, and even with Cleveland and Njoku, and him drafting Harry Fanning last year and having, him break out as a rookie tight end, setting team records. So I would say Kyle Pitts would benefit the most because he would be more of a focal point. Now, this is why I also said Kyle Pitts, because I look at the entire picture with Tyler Algier. I don't even think we'll be able to re-sign him because somebody's going to offer him a big contract. And if he has suitors out there, that number is going to go up, and it's going to put us out of the running unless Tyler just says, I want to come back here for this price. Can y'all afford this? And if y'all can afford this, I'll stay. But if not, he'll go to a team where he can be the number one guy. And it's about 5 teams, as I told y'all, about 5 teams out there that I feel like he's a number one guy. So if I had to take my choice, I think it would be Kyle Pitts because I know, what I'm going to have to pay. I already know, what I'm getting in Kyle Pitts. And with the new offensive system that may come in and the coaches, I might, get more out of Kyle Pitts, and he may become more of an advantage and more of a part of the game plan. So I would say Kyle Pitts at the end of the day.
All right, I'm going to ask you this running back question, and I'm going to let Ace and Coach take over. Based on my research, Tyler Algier market value $1.8 million at this point today. And I don't read. I read it, but I don't buy that because I'm looking at his value as far as what he brings and what the bidding is going to be. That may be the starting point, but that number can go up to 4, 6, 8, even 10 million, depending on how bad another team wants him. And I'm gonna tell you right now, one team that he fits very well, San Francisco 49ers. McCaffrey is getting up in age. Kyle Shanahan's system is quarterback friendly. So you get a power back inside the 20 like a Tyler Algier, you thrive. So, I mean, the Sport Rack, they give you one number, but me, when you start thinking about the bidding as far as teams and what they need, that number can just balloon real fast. So, I love Tyler to come back because I like what he brings, but I would give y'all one name, a veteran that's been out there a couple of years, was in Houston with Leopard, and that's Damian Pierce, who they cut after they signed Joe Mixon. So that would be a nice veteran power back that can come in and do the same exact thing that Tyler Algier brings. But the difference is Tyler Algier brings a different mindset because he looks for punishment. He's a former linebacker, so he's going to look for the contact. And it's hard to find running backs that do that nowadays. You got Breece Hall, Kenny Walker III, Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdy, Najee Harris, Nick Chubb. All these are running backs that are free agents this year, along with Tyler Algier. Could you see offering Tyler Algier 3 years, $9 to $10 million to come back?
I'll be honest with you, H.O. I think it'll be 3 years, $18 million. 3 years, $20 million. I'm sorry. I can't see him coming back for anything less than close to $7 million, and that's fair because of what he brings and what he means to this offense as far as being Bijan's right hand man. Because when Bijan needs that rest and Tyler knows the system already, they work well together. So there's no price for that.
Okay. All right, Ace, coach, y'all can get it. What y'all got?
I thought Pitts was a free agent.
I think they'll have first dibs on as far as a franchise tag.
Oh, okay. I can still see him winding up in the Midwest.
Yeah, he would be a Sean Payton type, fine, because remember what he did with Jimmy Graham.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy Graham was a day 3 guy, and ended up really to me having a Hall of Fame career.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got Peyton. I'm also thinking Andy Reid.
Well,
yeah.
now that he got Airbnb back for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you can because in my opinion, I think Kansas City's they're going to re-up for one more run when Mahomes comes back for a full year, and so they're gonna bring the band back together. But I think you can load, if I can use the term, load manage Kelsey, but the only way you can do that is have someone playing now at someone taking over his snaps, and with him understanding that this year is a rest year for that one more run when Mahomes is back for a full season. But with the Falcons, I agree with everything you said, Smitty. I mean, you didn't miss nothing. Every stone turned over. I wouldn't re-sign Moody though. I think you can find someone just as good as him in the draft, in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round or whatever. You can find you a wide receiver. Wide receivers nowadays is the low hanging fruit. So you can find you a wide receiver and let Moody find a new home.
Yeah, and they'll save $10 million. So I mean, I agree. And also I was there at training camp the day he hurt his collarbone. I told my boy A1, I said, man, and we looked at each other like, man, he gone for a while. I don't know how they came up with 2-3 weeks, or he's almost back to where he needs to be. We saw it firsthand. And when he hurt that shoulder, that hurt his confidence. And after that, they took him out of the offense, the scheme pretty much. And now that you have to reset the wide receiver position, you use that money, what you were going to give him, and you go out through the draft and find another receiver. Because like you said, and like I said, this draft is wide receiver deep. So you can find 2 receivers in this draft, and that'll equal what he gives you. But hey, we'll see. Coach, what you got?
Look here, Antoine John Wick Smith. Do you see the Falcons making a big splash trade sometime during the year?
Ooh, boy, that's a great question. That is a great question. If you talk about the trade deadline,
hey, repeat the question, Smith. Repeat the question so everybody.
Repeat the question, Coach.
Okay, Antoine Constantine Smith. Do you think the Falcons will make a big time trade sometime during the year?
That depends on what the record looks like. If we are over 500 and we're at the trade deadline and we need a missing piece such as a number 2 corner, which I think they're going to go out during free agency or through the draft and go out and find another corner, because I still think they should bring back D. Alford. But if I had to go with a position, it'd probably be cornerback or wide receiver, like me and Ace just talked about, depending on what the wide receiver room looked like. Because as I was looking at the wide receiver room the last 2 weeks, a lot of these guys are free agents, and a lot of them were mainly special teams guys. So when you look at that perspective, I think if I had to choose a position, it would probably be wide receiver or cornerback because they'll need a wide receiver or really a veteran corner that can play that number 2. Because I think Billy Bowman got that slot sold up. So I could see it, but it depends on what their record look like at the trade deadline.
And Antoine, Dr. Style Smith. I want to officially cancel mine and Ace's tickets for the upcoming season. I don't want the tickets anymore.
Pass it right along. I'll take them. I'll go to the stadium and make some content. Just pass it right along.
Hold on, Smitty. I didn't know I was on that board for the cancellation of tickets. I didn't, you know what I mean? I don't recall raising my hand to be a part of that.
First of all, Asa Brown, the most famous last name. I was doing it as a favor to you to get you
to cancel my ticket
because you would see, and the popularity of your brand would grow exponentially. You know, being seen with me. You know, but now that Stefanski is the coach and Tommy Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is the coordinator, I don't know if I want to be sitting there and watch those traffic jams and train wrecks in Mercedes-Benz. No, sir. I'm on a wait and see basis.
All right, y'all tripping. All right, Smitty, just a personal question. To you, which was more of a disgrace? Bill Belichick not making the Hall of Fame or Shedeur Sanders being a Pro Bowler as a 5th round pick? Which was more of a joke?
Bill Belichick easily. Shedeur, I mean, let's be honest, the Pro Bowl is a popularity contest, so that's not a surprise. He's one of the most popular players in the league, even as a rookie. So, I mean, there's no surprise. You got to remember a couple of years ago, Lamar Jackson's backup made the Pro Bowl. So this is not a surprise.
Mac Jones made the Pro Bowl
as a rookie. So, I mean, look, that's a popularity contest. But when you talk about 8 Super Bowl wins as a coach, 331 wins, 31 playoff wins, how is that not first ballot? So this leads me to ask y'all this. If they're trying to keep him out of the Hall of Fame first go around, what did that mean for Tom Brady since Tom Brady was his right-hand man?
Cheating is cheating.
Can I answer all those questions, H.O.? Can I answer them all? Can I answer them all? So I want the same energy that the general public has, and I'll just give one example. Barry Bonds. Is he not a Hall of Famer?
Hey, look. Please go back to my live stream earlier. I made the same point.
We can take out Barry Bonds' supposedly PED years, and he still would be a Hall of Famer. And he's waiting, isn't he? He's still waiting. He's on the ballot. He's on waiting.
Go back to my show earlier.
So I have no problem. I have no problem with Bill Belichick waiting a couple of years when we know. Now with Barry Bonds, we suspect that he did it because every investigation came up empty. With Belichick, every investigation pulled up roses. They got fined. Right. They lost draft picks. You know what I mean? And so, hell, one of the investigations made it to the United States Senate floor.
True.
So, I have no problem with him waiting. Second, one of the greatest coaches ever before he died, his last words were Belichick. Don Shula made it be known how he felt about him.
Yep.
So when you have 8 Super Bowls and I'm just talking about the Super Bowls with the Patriots, right? I'm not talking about the Super Bowls he has as a defensive coordinator with the Giants. But the
Right.
Super Bowl with the Patriots, when I can look at those first three or five, and I know definitively the same way people feel definitively about Barry Bonds being on steroids, I know definitively that this man cheated those first three because all of them winded up in the margins to where if you know, I won't say it's impossible, but you don't go through the Ravens, the Colts, and the Steelers on those runs, win those playoff games and AFC championship games by a margin of 4 points or less, win the Super Bowls, all of them by 4 points or less, and then we find out that you were stealing plays and filming. So the margins are that slim, right? And then we know the years that they weren't cheating, they got their backs blown out or they lost those Super Bowls because they weren't able to cheat. So I have no problem with him having to wait a couple of years. Oh, I have no problem if they would put those guys on, and I'm using baseball, they put the guys in baseball and say, you know what, here's a little asterisk. We know there's a couple of years in here y'all weren't on the up and up. I have no problem when they put him in. They put a couple of years and say, you know what, they weren't on the up and up. And so yes, it puts a cloud over Tom Brady. It puts a cloud over any of those defensive guys. And I say this, and I'm done, Joe. When he was getting rid of those guys, he claimed a year or two too early because Belichick had this thing: if you turn 30, I get rid of you. There's no way in the world. We had one of those guys here in Atlanta. The guy, Samuel had 7 to 8 interceptions every year in New England. He get to Atlanta, he can't sniff an interception. that tells me when you know the players coming is a 50-50.
Yeah,
your chances are that much higher to make the play.
But see, that's another thing about Brady. He was part of this too. Because remember, they changed the rules for Brady. Remember the tuck rule?
Yeah, the tuck rule. Yeah.
Remember when he got hurt, when he had that knee injury from Bernard?
Yeah, they changed that rule. Can't go low.
That rule.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember Deflategate with the footballs?
Yep. But at least with Brady though, at least with Brady, Smitty, he went to Tampa, 1-1, and almost took the second one back to back, right? So at least he has some proof on how good he was late in his career without any help. Belichick out here in North Carolina getting his back blown out by lesser competition and coaches.
Yeah, I get it. But like I said, my thing is if they were part of it, that run, you got to treat everybody with that same type energy. And Bill Polian, we all know he still bitter after all of these years from losing all those games while having Peyton Manning at quarterback in Indianapolis. That's what
they know. They know he was cheating. I mean, it changes history, right? Maybe we having a different conversation about Tomlin if in those years New England wasn't cheating. Maybe we have a different conversation about Harbaugh in those years if New England wasn't cheating. So it changes everybody. But the league is going to protect themselves. So you're not going to ever hear anybody ever really come out at the end of they will come out and tarnish the Patriots in this time when none of us are here. It'll be one of those things where the truth will come out, but no one's around and alive no more, right? You know what I mean? It'll be like how baseball talks about the Black Sox in the early 1800s or whatever, 1900s or whatnot. You know what I mean? So the NFL is always going to protect the shield. But for those who know, we know something was fishy going on, and those, like I said, definitely those first three Super Bowls, that Rams, that Panthers, that Philly, we know something wasn't right. Something was not on the up and up.
Yeah, we know it.
All right, Smitty, you want to respond to the event that Mr. Ace had?
I agree because I actually said the exact same words on my podcast earlier today when I did a live stream. When you look at Barry Bonds and them keeping him out of the Hall of Fame, his years in Pittsburgh, he already had 4 MVP awards. He was hitting about 330, and he was close to winning Triple Crown damn near every year. So, I mean, and he was a Gold Glover. Everything that you can imagine that a baseball player could do, Barry did it in Pittsburgh before he even got to San Francisco. The only reason he did what he did, he was trying to follow suit with Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and those guys to pump his numbers up to try to go out to Hank Aaron record. And the thing that makes me mad the most about that whole situation, we knew about steroids way back in the 70s. We knew about it in the late 80s, early 90s with the Oakland A's. But since the Mitchell report comes out, now you want to do something about it? Makes no sense to me. But hey.
Hey, H.O., I didn't even realize this, and I don't know how I missed it, but I didn't realize this too. Actually, once everybody started going up in arms about Belichick not being a first ballot Hall of Famer, I didn't realize the NFL had destroyed some of the evidence. Not New England destroying the evidence. The NFL destroyed the evidence that they found on New England.
Absolutely.
So this is just a way for people to say, you know what, we know you cheated, and so you gotta wait. If this was college football, New England would be the SMU Mustangs.
Yep.
They'll have their whole history erased, banners taken down, wins given back, the whole 9.
Yeah, but since it's not happening, you can't change history.
You can't change history, but at least you can. These writers, to me, are doing this right. At least they're saying, you know what, we know you did something, and we're gonna make you wait.
But the NFL put out a statement today trying to change the voting rules. So
maybe New England got something. Maybe New England got something on old boy on
a good deal. Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah. Tagliabue too. God
rest his
soul.
Let me ask y'all more of a serious question. Coach, watch me start something. All right, this is the question. Whose name is more famous, Brown or Smith?
If you're talking about
only
that's a hard one.
And Smith can answer.
Oh.
What do you mean as far as the NFL or just period?
Just period.
That's a hard one.
I don't know. Probably Brown. I would say Brown.
I think Brown got more famous people. I'm thinking about Will Smith.
Yeah.
There's a few Will Smiths in the baseball. I'm trying to think of all the Smiths that are famous.
Yeah, I probably say Brown because man, there's a lot of Brown. That's
listen, hey, Smitty, but to be as famous as the Browns, that means we crazy. So like I said, James, Bobby, Chris, a lot come with that. You know what I mean? I don't think you really want to have that smoke. To be honest with you, so
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
That's just the entertainers on the male side. We ain't even got to, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I just had to throw that in there. All right, Smith, we got a question of the day. I'm gonna take you outside of football and bring you into college basketball.
All right.
Your college basketball men Mount Rushmore coaches.
Ooh, that's a good one. And I'm a North Carolina fan.
Yeah, you unfortunately told us that last week. But go ahead.
John Wooden got to be at the top of the list. Got to be.
Okay.
Dean Smith. Coach K.
My man.
Man.
That fourth one gonna be tough, man.
Yeah, man, because it's so many. But I say Roy Williams because of what he did at Kansas and North Carolina.
Over John Thompson or Rick Pitino.
Yeah, and it is no disrespect to neither one of those guys. But you look at what Roy Williams did with winning at Kansas and North Carolina, you just can't overlook that. He had both of those programs at the top most of his coaching career at both of those schools.
Hey, Smitty, HO. I'm gonna say one of mine right now just to keep this little thing going. I got to go with Larry Brown.
See, you know what?
Come on, man.
Hey, Larry got a NCAA championship and an NBA championship.
Yeah, true. But I mean, you got to say, I think Wooden and Coach K, they 1A and 1B, man. I mean, they were good for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Smitty, man, we so appreciate it. Oh, before you go, what does Kevin Stefanski have to do to win these fans over?
Win football games. Win football games just that easy.
Off the rip.
Winning cures all. Anybody knows that. I mean,
he can't go 0-2, right?
No. He goes 0-2 the season over because this season schedule is a killer, man. This season schedule is a monster. So he has to get at least to at the least a 5-3 start at the trade deadline.
Gotcha. Did Kevin Stefanski get prepped on the pressure of being an Atlanta Falcons head coach?
Say that again.
Did Kevin Stefanski get prepped on the pressures that come with being an Atlanta Falcons head coach?
Absolutely. Matt Ryan prepared her for that. Yeah, Matt Ryan prepared her from that. I mean, like I said, he been behind the scenes talking to people for about a month, 2 months now. So, like I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, I think they had their mind made up as soon as he became available. I mean, they knew who they wanted. They went through the progression of going to find a coach. But just like the GM, I think they know who they want. They just going through the motion of trying to do things the right way. But when they make their hire probably tomorrow, we'll know exactly which direction they go.
All right, my last question. How impressed are you with Clint Kubiak and the way he used Sam Darnold and the way he's running that Seattle offense, getting all the way to the Super Bowl?
I think he's doing what he's supposed to do. We knew he had the smarts. He's one of those guys that came out of the Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan system because remember his dad played up under Shanahan and coached with Shanahan. So he knows that system to a T. And now that you seeing what Seattle is doing, they doing exactly what Denver used to do, run the football, be effective, open up that play action and stretch the field. So, I mean, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. As far as him being a head coach, being a first-time guy, I think he's going to wait till the next cycle, to be honest. Because why try to jump into a position with a team that you got to help rebuild when you possibly can come around the next cycle and get hope to a team with more talent and then do your thing and go to a team that you're more comfortable with. So, yeah.
I don't know. You play this thing right, Smitty. He might be in Seattle, period. Because I think Seattle could fall, right? They could be making another run next year.
Exactly. And I think, to be honest, he may have wanted the Buffalo job because of Josh Allen, but I knew they were going to hire Joe Brady. It only made sense. Joe Brady was the one that brought Josh Allen along after Ken Dorsey left. So it only made sense to keep him there. So, I mean, look, the only job that I could see Clint Kubiak possibly taking is if Kyle Shanahan gets fired in San Francisco. That would be the perfect spot. Yeah, so.
All right, Smith, let everybody know where they can find you And the next time the video is coming up.
I actually dropped a video today. Like I said, I dropped my thoughts on the Belichick situation, the Michael Penix situation as well, as far as him saying, you know, how his recovery going so far. Y'all can go check that out. Also, y'all can check out my draft profiles, trade targets, free agent targets. I'm working on that now. And check out last Wednesday show with Todd McClure. He comes on and talks about who he thinks, you know, would be the right fit for a quarterback for the Falcons if Penix is not ready. He talks about Matt Ryan. He talks about, you know, a whole lot of stuff. So just please check that out. And he's an LSU alum, and he gave some inside scoop on Nuss Meyer, the former quarterback at LSU, and how he thought he would fit in the NFL.
Good deal. Man, as always, man, we so appreciate it, bro.
No doubt. Anytime, man. Anytime. I appreciate y'all for always supporting me, man.
Absolutely. All right, Smitty.
Peace.
Once again, Smitty Smith did his thing, dropped knowledge, dropped everything. But before we move on, fellas, Tyler is here. Do you bring him back for a good amount, or you think we're gonna lose?
Say that one more time, H.O.
Tyler Algier. Do you try to re-sign Tyler Algier?
Nah. You got Bijan. I think I wouldn't be surprised if the but you can get a running back. You can get a running back late in the rounds, and you know, take your chances there than paying for. Because unfortunately, running backs, and I love running backs, but if you're gonna edge your bets or whatever, I would go get a guy younger than pay the money out for. I think Algier is good, but I don't think he's not a Bijan. So you put your money in Bijan, and then you let Algier walk and get you another guy.
Coach, what's your thought? You trying to keep Tyler Algier, or you going into free agent? You gonna try to draft a running back to try to be the second down to back up Bijan?
Keep Algier. You know what you got. Coming to the league, keep Algier. He's showing you he's serviceable. Why waste money? You know what he's gonna want. Why waste money on getting something new? You don't throw out the old bath water just because he got a ring around the tub.
Yeah, and he's never fumbled in his NFL career.
You just put the hex on the man, H.O.
No, I can't do that.
You know how they be saying before the play happened, that hasn't happened before, and then it happens.
Yeah, that's just coincidental.
It's over.
Yeah, but we'll see. All right, man. Let's go ahead and jump to all the buses and bus stop. Real licky here, so we can get into our fun bag. All right, baller buses and bus stop. Go ahead, put them in your chat. Let's go ahead and get it started. Baller this week.
I got two. What you got?
Cam Booth. Another double-double.
Yeah.
Leading the nation in scoring. And the other night, they put the absolute lock on Mikael Brown in Louisville. Ended up being Louisville about 30 after being favored by 8. And I told Cuz, I said, they ain't gonna cover this spread tonight. Cuz said, man, they just proved they gonna turn it up in a minute. And Lord have mercy, they turned it up. And Cam Booth is he's not flashy, he's not swagging, he just gets the job done. 23-10 as a freshman. Yeah, he's my ball. All right, so what you got?
We talked about him earlier, but I'm gonna go with Sam Darnold. The numbers he put up, not just in the playoff game, but numbers he's put up against the Rams all season. So, Sam Darnold, game-winning drive, no turnovers. I think three touchdowns, 400+ something, 400+ some odd yards or whatever. So he's my baller for the week, and a trip to the Super Bowl.
Clint Kubiak is my honorable mention. All right, Coach, what you got?
What was going on when we left the show on Saturday? Who was playing basketball?
Oh, North Carolina.
And we're getting thumped pretty bad. Say it again.
North Carolina and Virginia, right?
Yeah, and then Virginia was thumping Carolina pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, you didn't seem too happy about it.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Came back and won.
Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. Yes, Virginia. And then we came back and put BTA Pope Virginia at home. I feel sorry for him for about 5 seconds. So North Carolina, the Tar Heels getting my ball of the week.
I like that.
I think I can do it every time that they player. What's that?
I like that Caleb Wilson.
I ain't gonna do it like Wilson.
Yeah.
Did you say Wilson?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
he's angry. We only got him for 1 year, so they got to use him all the whole game. So you got to use what you got while you got him.
All right, let's talk hustle. The NFL making this a mockery for using Shadur Sanders' brand to market this piss poor activity that they got going on. NFL get my butt. Ace?
I'm gonna stay. I almost want to get in the call with you. Actually, I probably can get in the call with you, but I'm gonna be NFL adjacent. I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna go with all the media people up in arms about Bill Belichick not getting first time ballot Hall of Fame recognition. He gonna get in. He'll be in there next year whenever his name comes up again. So somebody got to wear that albatross around their neck with the cheating going on, and it's him.
Does this affect Brady in a way? Is he was a part of that?
So you know what? So I'm glad you asked that again. You know what's telling about all of this? And I haven't seen it. Maybe there is, but I haven't seen any players come to the defense of him.
Because
you lie. Yes, they have. Oh, yes,
like I said, I haven't. That's why I said I could be mistaken. I haven't seen it. That's why I said I could be, but I haven't seen it. But they've come to his defense saying he should be a first time Hall of Famer.
Now, Pat Mahomes, T.J. Watt, J.J. Watt.
No, I'm talking about. I ain't talking about guys right now who weren't affected by his cheating. I'm talking about. I haven't heard.
Hold. Now you're trying to get technical.
No,
you haven't seen any players. They play.
No, I said I haven't seen any of New England players come to the forefront.
Tom Brady.
I ain't looking for Pat Mahomes or TJ Watt. They wasn't the ones who probably could have been in multiple Super Bowls and got denied because of the cheating. I want to see guys from his tenure come up and defend him. And like I said, they may have, but I haven't seen it. And if they haven't yet, that tells me something as well.
Well,
because you're gonna have to answer that question, right?
Come and defend him. Isn't that odd that they would defend him, even though they was victims of some of that extra stuff? Isn't it odd that they would defend Bill Belichick?
No, the people you mentioned defending him weren't affected by it. I might have a different thought process if who was the quarterback for Indianapolis? What's his name? If Peyton Manning was like, you know what, he's supposed to be a first-time ballot Hall of Famer. You know what? I might look at that a little bit different because Peyton Manning was losing to those guys. Or your boy Tomlin comes out and says, hey, he's supposed to be a first-time ballot Hall of Famer. I could understand that because he was losing to him as well. That's the reason why I'm trying to say I have not seen or heard of players from that time frame or from the Patriots step up and say, hey, what's going on here? And I'm not saying that hasn't happened. I just haven't seen it.
Gotcha.
But if Mahomes is saying it, so what? If TJ Watt is saying it, so what? They were 9 years old when Belichick was cheating in the early 2000s.
All right. Here's the boy stop. Let's see. I had one. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Belichick and the writer. Belichick, even before he won any Super Bowls in New England, was a Hall of Fame coach from winning the Super Bowl with the Giants as the defensive coordinator. As far as I'm, so whether he cheated or not, I mean, let's not forget he was a legit coach, a good one at that before he even went to New England. I mean, he made a pit stop in Cleveland. It didn't work out so well.
Don't nothing work in Cleveland though, HO. So we can't hold that against them. Don't nothing work in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's been there where that's just like, woo. All right, but that's my boy. They need to calm down on that. He's a good coach. Don't let him not being the first ballot Hall of Famer make him not be a good coach.
I'm with you with all that. I have no problem him having to wait a year or two to get in. That's all. We do it to players. We do it to players all the time for way less. Yeah.
Andre Reed, Andre Jones.
Yep.
I mean, we can go on and on. Terrell Owens.
Yep. And the only reason why they didn't do Terrell because they did not like him. Like they came out and said, "Well, we just don't like him."
Yeah. So the writers who was writing for their team that Belichick cheated against, that's what they voted him in. All right, Ace, what's your boy stop?
I'm with you. That's why I said I'm with the media. Like I just think everybody's blowing this.
Get on the
Yep. Yep.
Come on, Coach. Get in the car with me.
My boy started to go to Bill Polian. How in the name of Krispy Kreme donuts can you say you was on 100% for Bill Polian? I mean, for Belichick being a first round ballot Hall of Fame, but you don't remember whether you voted for him or not. Are you kidding me? What? They just voted a couple weeks ago. How you gonna forget like that? I can't remember if I voted for him. Shut up. You won one Super Bowl in 50 years as an executive. Be quiet. There's nothing you can say.
All right, real quick, Your Super Bowl pick,
I'm going Seattle.
Coach.
Seattle.
I'm clean sweep. I'm going Seattle as well. With that being said, Coach,
Uh-oh,
it's
that mean that
8:45.
New
You know what
England.
time it is. Let them know, please. Coach, you there?
I think Coach might have froze up.
Coach done froze up during the fun bag.
Yeah, and you still got the banner still showing Baller, Boy, Stop, Buster, Baller, and Buster, and Boy,
Okay,
Stop.
change that.
I might have to take one out of I might have to take one of Coach's themes to bring in the fun bag. Think I can give it a try? Oh no, there you go, Coach. Okay, Coach, you got it. You can do your thing on the fun bag. I was gonna try to emulate you.
Yeah.
He's still frozen. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
hey, there you go. Go ahead, Coach.
He keep faking us out.
He keep Hey, Joe, as Coach sometimes would say, the ladies got all the bags, right? They got their Birkin bags, they got their Fendi bags. You know what I mean? But unlike them here at SRT, we got the fun bag.
Boom.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my internet.
Pay the bill, Coach.
I got a bill for you. All right, pay this bill.
SRT fun bag, go.
No. Think. Since you're thinking now, go on. Think. Is it fun? No, sir. No, sir. Absolutely not. Zero fun, sir.
Oh, funny. What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag?
Are we having fun yet?
SRT fun.
SRT fun bag, go.
No. Think. Since you're thinking now, go on. Think. Is it fun? No, sir. No, sir. Absolutely not. Zero fun, sir.
Oh, funny. What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag?
Are we having fun yet?
Yes, sir. SRT fun bag. Here we go. You already know what it is. We got 5, 6 questions, 30 seconds to answer. Thought-provoking question. Here we go. First question. Growing up, which did you prefer as far as Kool-Aid? Red, grape, or green apple, or other?
Great.
Great.
Great 1, 2 red, and then 3 when you take all the packages and mix them together, and then you don't know what you get.
There go Coach you back. What you got? Red.
How do you leave? Oh Lord! How do you leave out the red? My red was universal. Red.
I said red, grape, or green apple, or other.
No, I didn't say you left it out. I'm saying that was universal red. Somebody else said red too.
Yeah, Carletta, cherry red.
Hey, Miss Carletta.
There you go.
All right, question number 2. What church activities did you participate in growing up and as an adult? Were you
Now I wasn't I wasn't a usher. I was a usher. No need trying to hide it.
Okay.
I was a
You was an
I was
usher.
a usher.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Ace,
as I got older
okay.
now, before I got hurt in my condition, now I was one of the teachers at Toddler Town. We taught 3-year-old to 5-year-olds.
Okay, cool. Bible study.
I miss my little babies. I'm
Ace,
sad.
what you
I
got?
miss my babies.
Yeah, I this similar to what Coach said. Ursher, was able to give some public discourses, things of that nature.
Were y'all ever in the play, in the choir, in the band?
No.
I did a little choir in the male choir.
Okay, coach. You was in the back row singing bass.
Singing was just a closer walk with thee.
Okay, dokie. All right, here we go. Which do you prefer? An electric vehicle with no car payment, or a gas vehicle, a car you dream, but you have a car note? Electric vehicle with
Gas
no car
vehicle
note,
car note.
or a gas vehicle with a car note?
Can I split the two? Because they got the cars now where you can have the electric and the gas.
Look, Carletta did it all. Look at her.
Sunday school teacher, choir, core, band.
You know what? Give me the EV. Give me the EV because they make the EVs a little bit better than they did when they first came out. So give me the EV. And there's no car note, right?
Nope, no car note.
Yes. So give me the EV.
Coach, what about you?
Gas.
Carletta say gas, so you can go pay the car note.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to.
Yeah. I could take the inconvenience of finding somewhere to charge up with no car note.
All right. Going back to the kitty days. Each piece of candy is 25 cents. And you got to spend 75 cents, so you got to pick 3. Lemonhead, Chico Stick, Boston Baked Beans, Alexander the Great, Now Later, Jawbreaker, Red Hot. Spend 75 cents. Pick me 3 of those. 25 cents a piece.
Ooh, I got it.
Give me the Chico sticks, the now and laters, so you can have some now and later, and the other one, lemonheads.
Yeah.
Give me the lemon heads, give me the Boston baked beans, and
hey, so what you got?
The lemon heads, the Boston baked beans, and the now and laters.
Now and laters.
Okay. Nice choice. I'm going with the Boston Baked Beans, Now and Laters, Chico Sticks.
Da.
Keep one, bench one, cut one. All right, hold on. Boston Baked Beans, top tier. Now Laters, then Chico Sticks. Okay, we in the same food.
Baked
Hey,
beans, the top tier, really?
Hey Joe, it's funny. Me and Coach, when it comes to this stuff, we be in the same bracket.
Mm-hmm. All right, keep one bench.
Obviously, I was a degenerate.
Going skating. going bowling, going to the gun range. Keep, bench, and cut.
Skating, keep, gun range, bench, bowling, cut. Because Roller World was the place back in the day before it had that fire burning down.
Mm-hmm.
That was the spot on Saturday night, Friday night too. Get your skate on.
All right, Ace.
I'm keeping bowling. I'm benching, skating, and I'm cutting the gun range.
Keeping bowling, benching, gun range, and I'm cutting skating.
You can't skate, H.O.?
No, sir.
Oh man, when I was at Fickett Elementary and we took the whole school, hey, them kids said, "I dare you to get out of here, coach." I said, "What you gonna give me?" "I'll buy you a drink and a hot dog." Next thing you know, fun.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
kept right in the middle of it, laughing. "Give me my hot dog. Let's go get that out of the way now before y'all make me fall."
I know that's right. All right, this is the question I've been waiting on.
Uh-oh.
If you have a friend that has never ever heard hip hop music before, and there's no other way to explain hip hop music other than giving them 3 songs that will explain what hip hop music is, what 3 songs would you choose to say this is hip hop music? Not artists,
No,
but songs.
no, you must have been you were
Not
dug deep
artists,
in your
but songs.
cerebellum.
Yeah, give me the songs, not the
All
artists.
right. I got 3 good ones for y'all.
Come on with it.
Not in any order. 1, My Name is D Nice. 2,
All right.
You got to chill with EPMD. And 3, They Want Effects by DOS Effects.
Okay.
All beats.
Go ahead, Coach.
Can't beat them beats.
All right, Ace, what you got?
I'm trying to come up with my third. Trying to come up with my third one. Trying to come up with my third one real quick.
HO, several honorable mentions.
You know what? Yeah, several. Yeah.
You're not being wrong.
I guess I do.
I was about to say the show.
Okay. I got it. I know, right? I was trying to think of a couple of rundowns, like a couple of, but here you go. Here's my Adidas, Run DMC.
Okay.
Hip Hop Hooray, Naughty by Nature, and Summertime, Will Smith, DJ Jazzy Jeff.
I'm so disappointed at y'all. How can y'all leave our Grandmaster Flash in the message?
Yeah. The message is a little too pretty.
That's you and Coach. I was like 2 years old.
I got the message, Grandmaster Flash in the Series 5. I got Rock the Bell by LL Cool J.
All right.
And Children's Stories by Slick Rick.
That's another one. Yeah. I forgot about that one. I almost wanted.
I'm sorry.
And my honorable mention is Sucker MC by Run DMC and when they Sucker MC.
My honorable mention was the show with Dougie Fresh. That
is a good.
I was almost going. You know what? My honorable mention would be Self Destruction.
Okay, I got that. All right. Next question. What meal could you pick that would be so good that you have to fix for it to be so good that you had saved somebody's life based on how good it is. Not meal, but
What?
it's not a meal, but what can you prepare and fix that it has
So
to be
good.
so good that you can save somebody's life?
I make a nice shrimp salmon pasta with the white Alfredo sauce. Throw in the seasoning, the broccoli only. I don't get the medley, just the broccoli. And season that up, steam it up. You know what I mean? I think that saves somebody's life.
All right, Coach, what you got? Red beans and rice?
No, I ain't gonna go red beans. I'm gonna save it, like not prolong it. Buttered rice,
mac and cheese, baby, mac and cheese.
buttered rice, fried chicken, green peas, and an apple pie on the side.
Boy, I make a mean hamburger helper. Woo,
Hey, Joe.
Depending on what you do, don't knock the hamburger helper now.
I know. Hey, Joe, this sound more like your last meal than the one that gonna save your life. Like when they ask you what's your last meal, the last meal you want.
Now, H.O., that's a question right there. If you was on death row, what would your last meal be?
That's a good one, Coach. I'll have that next week. I have my money question.
Uh-oh.
Pick two.
I got you, Coach.
Pick two out of the 6. Own 5 properties, $25K a month for the rest of your life. Own your own jet. Retire today with $1 million or $500 an hour until you retire. Pick two.
What was that second one? I heard the own 5 properties, $25K a piece. And then what was that second one?
$25K a month for the rest of your life.
Oh, just $25K a month. Okay.
Own your own jet. Retire today with $1 million cash. Oh, my bad. Win the jackpot tonight.
What is the jackpot?
$43 million. You only go take like 15 home after tax.
So I can only pick 2?
Only pick 2.
Give me the 5 properties at $25K a piece, right?
No, 5 properties is one, $25K a month.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna do something real quick.
Oh,
give me the give me the lottery and the million.
And retire today with $1 million.
Yeah.
And the jackpot tonight.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because the $25K a month ain't but $300,000.
Agreed. Then they go tax that at 37%. Ace is trying to figure something out over there, I see.
Yeah. You say $25K a month?
Yeah. And then I pay $500 per hour until you retire.
Give me the $500 an hour until I retire.
Whoa.
The 5 properties, even if you just say, you know what, the 5 properties, I'm getting $2,000 a month. That ain't but $120,000. You know, that ain't enough. That's less than the retiring $1 million, but they gonna tax that. The $25K. Yeah, give me the $500. Give me the $500 an hour. I'm making all that.
Yeah.
I'm making everything above with the $500 an hour in the first 6 months.
Yeah, 40 hours a week. That's 200,000, man.
Yep.
Coach, you sure you don't want that one?
I'll take what I got.
Okay, good deal.
You're gonna make me try to think too much. I ain't ready for that.
You ready for that?
Nope.
I was doing the quick math real quick. Yeah, give me that 500 an hour. That's why I thought you had said 5 properties with $25K a piece. I was like, ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's a dream right now. That's like you great. Hey man, with that being said, that's gonna end our show. The Hawks are winning 77-64 at Austin. Do you think the Hawks will make a move for Giannis? Because Giannis said he ready to get up out of there.
Nah, don't do it. You gotta give up.
You going to Golden State or Miami?
Nah, if I'm the Hawks, I don't do it. Milwaukee will want too much, and part of that is giving them some of their picks back. So no.
I got you. All right, with that being said, man, shout out to you guys, Asa and Coach, and shout out to Smitty for coming through, man, breaking down the Atlanta Falcons and trying his best to try to convince us that it's wait and see, but we already knew that. But they better win. He better win quick. Can't go 0-2. I hope he understands the pressure that comes with an Atlanta Falcons coach. So that's my thing. But shout out to everybody tuning in, man. We sure appreciate it. And you know how we do. Like and subscribe. Make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you go to the Facebook and subscribe as well. Episode 459. All right, what you got?
Hey man, always shout out to you, HO and Coach, and the SRT family. Always have a good time when I'm on Wednesdays, or on every Wednesday. Have a good time. Shout out to my partner in crime with DNA Sports Talk. We're on every Monday, 7 to 9. Just go to DNA Sports Talk, all social media, and you'll be able to find the link. And then one time to Red, man. You know, I know he got a lot going on, so hopefully things is getting a little bit better for him. So let him know. Prayers to him for sure.
All right, Coach. Coach froze up. Yeah, look like Coach froze
He
up.
froze up. We gonna holler at Coach on Saturday because the news said we're gonna be shut down in it. So we're gonna jump on in, hang out with Coach on Saturday.
Absolutely. With that being said, man, y'all be careful. The weather is getting a little bad. Jennifer right there, watch out for this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So y'all be careful this weekend. With that being said, R.I.P. Mons and Pop, R.I.P. DC. This your main man, H.O. for Mancare, for H.O., Asa, Coach, D-Will, Smitty, and my main man, Hancock. This is SRT, man. We'll holler at y'all next week. We out. Peace.